What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Icon, back again with another video for you, going over that Street Fighter action. And this actually surprised me because I'm very upset with Capcom because whenever they do the reveals that they've done for characters has been kind of trash, like, since the game came out. Like, I'm used to have, like, we've had EVO, we've had Capcom Cup, we've had all these big tournaments, we've had, EVO Japan, and they've never showed us any footage. They've never showed us any, trailers, any new characters. And then one day they just randomly, I think they were doing like a PlayStation Plus thing, and then it was just like a random announcement that like nobody knew about, and it just popped up on the internet. Like everybody found out at the same time, like on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, or whatever. Like, and I wish they cared a little bit more about releasing these characters, and at least letting us know about the character release trail. Like the Kenny Omega thing is trash. Like, watching him like dress up like the female characters, it was just like silly. Like that whole it's like it's disappointing because I'm like, y'all could have did better than that. Y'all legitimately could have did better than that, especially because the characters that were announced. But putting all this to aside, putting the foolishness aside of what we saw with the trailer and everything, what's important is the characters. And last year, well, for Street Fighter V, when they did Season 3, Sagat was actually revealed for the Season 3 of Street Fighter. But the problem was he was like the last or the second to last character to come out. So it was almost like they did the trailer for Sagat in like February, and he didn't come out till like December. But so this time, people were actually upset about that. People were also pissed that he wasn't in the base game when the game first came out. So I guess Capcom rectified that. So the first character that's going to be revealed for Season 3, the first character that comes out this summer for Season 3 for everybody to play in Street Fighter is Sagat, the King of Muay Thai. They showed his stage, and they showed his stage at the end, and the statue of the woman laying down that he always fights over, I guess they put it on top of a mountain now, because usually it's like level to the ground and you're usually fighting in front of that statue. They have the statue, but now the statue's on top of a rock, on top of a mountain somewhere like off in the distance. And it still looks cool. It actually looks like better than it did in Street Fighter 5. Like, the graphics that they showed for Sagat stage does not look like graphics for Street Fighter 6. That looks like a whole completely different game. But I'm happy about it. Well, now that Sagat's about to come out, I guess I gotta start playing Ryu again, so the battle can continue. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm happy he got released earlier, than later. I'm happy like he's the first character, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Sagat. The next character that comes out in the autumn, the fall, whatever the case may be, is C. Viper. And I'm actually happy about this because, first of all, I never played C. Viper. Like, I wasn't a C. Viper player, but I did like the character. And I always thought it was weird, and I always thought it was strange, and it always bothered me that in Street Fighter V, C. Viper was in, like, everybody's story mode. If you go to all, because in Street Fighter V, there was, like, the big story mode with everybody, but then there was, like, individual character story modes. If you go back and watch all the individual character story modes, C. Viper popped up in, like, damn near everybody's, like, story mode. And my whole thing was, you got this girl, you paid the voice actress to voice her in, in damn near everybody's story mode, and we never got her as a playable character. They also did my man Sean dirty, but that's a different story. So finally, we're getting C. Viper, in Street Fighter 6, and I'm definitely happy to see her in Street Fighter 6. She's going to be a good adversary for me to go against, and I look forward to taking on some C. Viper. The third character, and this is where it kind of got like a little down for me, was Alex. It's not that Alex is a bad pick, he's just a pick that isn't needed. Like, we don't need Alex. I feel like we don't need Alex in Street Fighter 6. I would have much rather preferred Fei Long. I would have much rather, because Fei Long, the Fei Long fighting style perfectly fits the Drive Rush system. Like the Drive Rush system was tailor-made for Fei Long. We're not getting Fei Long. I would have liked to have gotten Sean if we're not going to get Fei Long. Like, where's Sean? We still didn't get Sean. And, maybe a Dudley or somebody like that, or like a new character, like a brand new, never before seen character, fresh character, but we didn't get that. Instead, we're getting Alex. And, I guess with his fighting style, like, his fighting style is good for, for Drive Rush or Drive Impact. Like, I guess it'll be good for it, but like I said, I'm just not really too impressed with having Alex in the game, but, it is what it is. He doesn't come out until 2026. And then the last character for 2026 for Street Fighter 6 is Ingrid. we saw Ingrid in the Alpha series. You know, she's had storylines on paper and comics. You know, we've seen her in, like, you know, a couple of things here and there, not too many things. So this is going to be interesting because at the end of Street Fighter V, there was the whole thing with Rose making that decree that something was going to happen and, like, evil was going to threaten the world or something, where she was, like, butt naked in the hot tub, and we never saw what was going to come of that. We never saw what she saw, you know, like what vision she saw. Maybe Ingrid has something to do with that, maybe she doesn't. Like I said, you know, overall, there's no character in this DLC that actually speaks to me, because again, Sagat, I like having Sagat, but as a rival. Like, I like going against Sagat. I like C. Viper, but I like her as a rival. I never used Alex, I don't care about Alex, and I don't know jack about Ingrid. So unless Ingrid turns out to be an interesting character that I want to play, there's nobody in the Season 3 that I'm actually going to play. So, I mean, when those characters come out, I mean, as always, we're going to do the story mode, you know, for each individual character. We're gonna find them in the world tour, but, you know, we're not really gonna, you know, like do like rank matches or casual matches. Still waiting for Sean. I mean, this is Season 3, so we probably got 2 or 3 more seasons to go. Still waiting for Sean, still waiting for Fei Long, you know. I mean, as far as, like, I'm concerned, like, there's really nobody left. Aside from Sean and Laura, like, what happened to Laura, too, because Laura and Sean are supposed to be searching for Ken, so I'm like, what happened to that? But that's it, but we'll see. I mean, but kudos to Capcom for putting out the characters, for having the characters come out early. Elena just came out, so she's followed up by Sagat, but I'm like, the Kenny Omega trailer was trash. You could have chose a better platform to reveal all this information. And then for the love of God, I'm like, I'm not really happy with, like, half the roster that you picked. But share your questions, comments, and concerns down below. What do you think about the Season 3 characters of Street Fighter 6? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Are you happy? And let's continue talking about it in the comment section down below. Check out my other videos, because I have myself playing Street Fighter 6 on my YouTube channel, so check out my videos. I'm also going to go live on Street Fighter and bring you guys some more of this Street Fighter action. So that was it, guys. So thanks for tuning in. So until Season 3, well, I guess we're in Season 3 now that Elena came out. But until then, let's go. Look out for the tiger. And until then, we're out this